The revelations of follow-up. Look, this is the biggest opportunity. I could literally take a person that doesn't know how to sell, doesn't know how to close. If I could teach you how to follow up unsold clients and make this a perfect science for you, the numbers are monster in size, and there's no competition in this space. Like I've gone over earlier, 63% of people requesting information on your company, your product, will not purchase for 3 months. That means somebody for the next 90 days has to pay attention to this client. That is 2/3 of all your clients. So go home tonight to your kids and your spouse and say, baby, I just want to tell you, how we doing, honey? How we doing? I want to tell you, honey, okay? 2/3 of our clients will not buy for 3 months. 2/3 of the people I talk to every day, I respond to internet leads, I handle customers, we spend all this electricity, we open our doors, we have employees at our company that customers come visit us every day. We try to have a good attitude. 2/3 of those people will not buy for 90 days, and 20% will take more than a year. That means about 83% aren't buying anything from us somewhere between 90 days and 12 months. Look, if I could make you perfect strategies for follow-up, you wouldn't have to know how to sell or how to close. You just master the follow-up. Follow-up will provide you not only with monster numbers, but a huge revelation about the client, okay? As they change in buyer types, you can also follow up with many of your buyers and find out where the real value is in this relationship. Some of the strongest customers, some of the most loyal customers I have today were those that took the longest for me to get. Follow-up is where I can share who I really am, who the competition really is by their lack of follow-up, and I can show by gathering the proper data that I'm truly concerned about this company. This is where a relationship starts to really begin to develop with that client. This is where I start to manifest who the company is and what they need. Also, you may find out things in the follow-up that you didn't get told early on. You might find up with repetitive follow-ups, you could discover that the decision makers aren't actually the decision makers. I'm sure you've seen that. Have you ever seen a situation where the guy that owns the company actually can't make a decision, but somebody else will? I have. I've seen many situations where the person that writes the check is not the decision maker. Also, I've seen subordinates behind the scene be the shot callers. Even though the business owner can make the decision and will make the decision, I've seen subordinates behind the scenes that your company's not talking to, doesn't know about, hasn't followed up on, and hasn't given attention to, is actually the shot caller. For instance, I was 27 years old and I worked for a company, and even though I wasn't a manager, I wasn't mid-management, I didn't have any kind of executive power in the company, I wasn't the owner, I was the shot caller. If you could get to me, I could get it done. And most people, most vendors calling on that company never ever found out about who's the most influential employee in this company, because that person can drive things through. Look for that person. A company won't buy because they never make anything work. Have you ever been in that situation? Have you ever had that client, in your follow-up? They never buy anything. They see everybody. Everybody calls on them. No one ever sells them. And/or, how about this one? The company that never pays anything, takes forever to close, and never makes anything work. Do you really want that client? Look, your follow-up is so massive now. You have so many people to follow up. There might be some of them you'd be like, I don't want these people, okay? That would be the value in you creating a monster and strategic, perfect schedule for follow-up and learning how to recognize who is, who will, who won't, who can, who has the money to, and why. The last group might have, I'm just giving you a few examples here, might have somebody in mid-management that is being turned over, or possibly, as I suggested earlier, the company's in a buy sell and they can't buy. All this could be revealed through follow-up. The right person, the wrong person, the influencers, maybe the situation's wrong. Maybe you were on the wrong product. Maybe there's no way. Maybe there's a budgetary problem, or maybe they had a bunch of money just come in and now's the time, and 60 days ago it was impossible. Maybe you had somebody in the company, because you kept following up, just doesn't like you. Remember the phone call where I called the owner? He's not there. I leave a message. I drop down. I talk to somebody else. I talked about this in owner follow-up. I drop down, leave a message for the owner. Then I talk to the person below the owner. He's not there. I leave a message. Drop down again. leave a message for that person, drop down again. I always talk to somebody, maybe the fourth person down, because I'm talking to them, because I'm paying attention, because I'm following up. And I'm telling them that I'm talking to the other three. You follow me here? I'm talking to the other three. I left messages for the other three. I'm talking to them about some equipment, a purchase they're going to make in the last quarter of the year. Maybe the fourth person down actually gives me some information about these people that I needed in order to consummate a sale. Look, none of this is going to be revealed. None of it you'll find out in one sales call or a 2 sales call or a 3 sales call or by talking to one person. That's why it's absolutely vital for you to have a superb follow-up strategies, tactics, and a schedule. Know exactly what you're going to say, all the possible different scenarios so that you can convert those that can be converted. Look, if you want some of that, if you want some of this monster opportunity, follow up.